Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Jasmine, or Jazzy Jet Sets. You know I'm bringing you everything about living life in Johannesburg, travel, identity conversations, literally life and everything in between. I'm so excited because today we have a really cool guest on my channel. I know I don't usually do this, but I'm really excited about the conversation that we're about to have. So I can't wait to introduce you guys.
What's up, y'all? I'm Alex. On Instagram, you can follow me at World of Wade. It's WRLD of Wade. You don't spell out the O. I'm about to get on YouTube, so this might be one of my interviews on there. I want to get more into like the content creation. I've been traveling for a while, so it's time I figure out how to like maneuver it,
Yeah.
get something out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's cool. It's nice to see. I like to see black men's travel content. I think it's pretty cool. So
yeah,
exciting.
I don't think it's a select few.
Yeah.
Like it's like 3 that come to mind that's like very high quality.
Yeah.
And I think even for me, that's sometimes like why I don't always put out stuff, because I have such an idea of like what I wanted to do about. I think that's like a part of just getting the recording is just recording.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
That's one of the things about this trip. I just want to record everything and then see what I can put together. But yeah, I don't think it's a huge space for a lot of like black men. I'm lying. Now that I think about it, because maybe it's just because where I live at.
Yeah.
It makes me exposed to like a whole different world of like people traveling.
Yeah.
So like a lot of like obviously like my overseas friends, like where I live in Doha, they go everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's really normal. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to get my homeboys to come over here, come visit. I got like 2, maybe I got one homeboy who's came and visited me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm trying to get the other ones. Hey, y'all need to come on, man.
Come through, guys. This is an open invitation.
Yeah.
So, Alex, what are we talking about today?
I want to talk about a few travel topics for sure. Like how you ended up in South Africa. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You said you've been here for
5 years-ish, off and on.
5 years. That's a long time.
I know.
So you have like obviously a good insight to what it is to like come here as an expat.
Yeah.
I think being an expat is like a really unique experience. And some people like they stay long or they stay short. Like some people they go overseas, they do a year or 2,
Yeah.
and they go back. But to stay 5 years, like it seems like you've got to figure it out for what you enjoy.
Sort of, yeah, for the most part, I think. But I think South Africa and Johannesburg makes it really easy. Also, I want to talk a lot about Doha and what life is like there.
Yeah.
I think we all have our like own ideas of what life is like in the UAE and surrounding areas or whatever. So I'm really excited to learn more about that and how you're living in a place that is like 120 degrees
in the
most
summer.
times in the summer.
Yeah.
And I feel like for my South African viewers, I'm gonna figure out what that is in Celsius, and I'm gonna put that on the screen because I don't know.
I want to say it's like 51.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
51 is supposed to be like really high. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like 51 is where it is. So like that's how it's hot.
Crazy.
It's scorching. Like
Crazy.
you don't go outside, but it's only in the summer.
Yeah.
But that's also why I'm here.
Yeah.
Because in the summer I try to leave.
Okay.
A lot of people do, honestly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So.
Okay. So, Alex, so tell us where you live.
Okay.
Tell us where you live, how long you've been living there, and how you got there.
Okay. So I'm originally from Houston, Texas. That's where I was born and raised. Little background. I went to college in Joplin, Missouri for 2 years on a football scholarship.
Sweet. Didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I transferred to Arkansas Tech I had a horrible time in Joplin, Missouri.
Oh.
We don't got to go too much in it. But just know at some point we started calling it Joplin, Missouri. And everybody who I went to school with, we all left.
They
it's
all
crazy.
left. Dang.
Yeah. But anyways, I went to Arkansas Tech. I transferred to Arkansas Tech. And I enjoyed that. I made like some really good friends. I made good friends in Joplin too. Like I always meet people and have a good time. But Arkansas Tech was like a little bit like better fit for me.
Okay.
So after that, I lived in LA for a while, and then I lived in Abu Dhabi for like 6 months.
Okay.
And that's where my mom lives.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I'm a lot
So
closer.
global family.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My mom's a bit of a pioneer, I would say.
I love that.
To like the overseas life. She was
love
kind of like
that.
the trailblazer for that.
I love that.
So I went to go stay with her for like 6 months.
Okay.
And then I was finally old enough to like kind of go out, you know, like go to like a bar or go to like a beach club or something like that. So I'm like going out like the 6 months I was there. I started going out. I meet these Americans who work at the embassy. Some of them like teachers. I just started meeting like more Americans as I'm going out. I actually met some people on my birthday. I went to this club called I want to say not Athlon. Athlon is a different place. I can't think of their name right now. But anyways, I went to this club. I met these people. And it was just like, it just introduced me to a whole group of Americans. Pretty much, it was really cool on one of my birthdays. And so like 23rd or something like that birthday. I've been overseas for a while. 21, 22. Anyways, met these people. I started running out of money. So I'm like, I gotta like figure out what I'm gonna do. Yeah, figure out what I'm gonna do when I go back to America. So I came across the USO as an online job. I applied for it. It took like 2 months to go through like with the process to get on. But yeah, now I live in Doha. So I've been in Doha for 3 years.
Okay.
It's been really cool. Traveling wise, it's nice because when you're in the Middle East, you're close to everything. You're literally in the middle of the world.
Yeah.
So whether it's like going to Asia, that's like 8 hours. Coming here was like 8 hours. Going back to America, obviously is far.
Yeah.
You might do that like once a year, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how I ended up in Doha though.
Okay, and what's the name of it? You said USO?
USO.
Okay.
It's a nonprofit that like supports like the troops who are deployed, pretty much.
Awesome.
That's what I do for work.
Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It offers what I deem as like important is for like a work-life balance.
Yeah.
So like that's how I'm able to travel. So like because we're pretty much deployed with the service members, we get a lot of time off, and so I definitely use more.
Okay.
Yeah. What brought you to Johannesburg?
That's a great question. I always tell the story. I came to Joburg like in 2019, right before COVID hit. I had just finished my MBA, and I knew I wanted to move back to the continent. And the consulting firm that I was working for was opening offices here. Because there's like a few really cool, not even a few, there are tons, but we were working with some organizations like in Southern and Eastern Africa, and it was like, you know, we kind of need to be like there.
Yeah.
And I had previously lived in Uganda for 1 year before my MBA, so when I said I knew I wanted to move back, I was kind of referring to that.
Yeah.
And
how'd you even end up in Uganda? What were you doing there?
I did this program called Princeton in Africa. Shout out to Princeton in Africa. Basically, it's a program with Princeton University.
Okay.
Whether you go there or not, but basically you like apply and basically get this fellowship for 1 year. You like go work at a company on the continent somewhere. So I was placed in Kampala for 1 year. Shout out to Kampala. I loved it there. And right after I went to do my MBA. And while I was finishing my MBA, of course, I like got a consulting job, moved to Boston, and 6 months in, my job was like, is anybody gonna move to ...
And you was like me.
And I was like me. I was single, finished my MBA, I had a kid. I'm like,
why not?
So yeah, that's what brought me to SA.
Was that your first time overseas, or like said Uganda first, right?
Yeah.
So was that your first time being overseas, or had you been traveling before?
Yes, good question. So I had been traveling before. I went to
Okay.
Spelman. So the first time I traveled outside of the country was my junior year at Spelman
Gotcha.
University.
Where'd you go?
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
I went to Japan.
Yeah.
So we went to a few places. We went to Osaka, Hiroshima, Tokyo, Kyoto.
Nice.
It was like the best trip. But yeah, so I had done a lot of travel. So yes, I knew that like I wanted to be in a job or in a role where I could travel more.
Yeah.
And for me, it was really particularly important to travel like around the continent because I feel like that's where I feel the most at home. That's where I feel the most safe, honestly. And I had already gotten a taste of it when I lived in Uganda. I was traveling like all through East Africa, so I knew like, all right, this is where I want to be. So, yeah.
Africa, you came to like the Mediterranean. That's what they say. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I kind of had a similar experience with traveling. I actually, when I say my mom was a pioneer, I didn't even want my passport at first. I want to say it was my like freshman or sophomore year of high school. So she's like, yeah, like we need to get our passports. We're gonna go to Mexico. I'm like, what do I need a passport for? Like, I'm not going over. I don't know. I was so ignorant. Like, my mind was just so closed. You know, like I was just gonna, I guess, play football. You know, that's how I be when you playing football at the time.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I told her, yeah, I don't need a passport. She was like, we're gonna get you one. So, boom. Like my sophomore or junior year, I want to say it is, we went to Mexico.
Okay.
And I had a blast.
Yeah.
I had a blast. And ever since then, I was like, yeah, like this little book.
Yeah.
Hey,
We out.
this the one.
It's me and you.
This the one. So that's how it's really been now. I've been really fortunate for my mom to live overseas. Like when I was in college, every winter I would go visit her.
Okay.
And so we would always take some trips as a family. So it'd be me, my mom, and my brother.
Okay.
So, shout out to moms. Hey, I love you. Thank you.
Aww.
And my family's actually really, really close.
Nice.
My little brother's about to go to college. He's going to FAMU.
HBCU?
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
My little sister went to FAMU.
I'll have some more videos about Jace going to college because that's just.
Yeah.
I wish people. Yeah. I just got. That's my boy. But I actually had a video that went like, I wouldn't say viral, but semi-viral, because my brother had convinced himself that he was gonna go to Howard from ChatGPT.
Oh, you have a video of that?
I have a.
What? You have a video of that?
I have a video of me telling the story.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And like the conversation with my brother, then I kind of tell like what my mom is saying too, though. Like they both were they wanted him to go to Howard. That's where he originally wanted to go.
Yeah.
And it was because he put in like his information in the ChatGPT, and then they called me and they was like, he called me and was like, I'm going to Howard. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Like, why haven't you told me this in a while? And he was like, oh, like, you know, it hasn't really happened yet, but you know, I'm going to Howard.
And he got that from ChatGPT.
Because ChatGPT said that he was going to Howard, so.
But you know, ChatGPT just really regurgitates what you put into it. It tells you like what you've already told it.
He told me he made a master, what's it called when you tell it what to do?
AI?
Yeah. God gave whatever the function is.
Yeah.
To like write out like he had his grades in there, his experiences, the prompt. He had a master prompt.
Yeah.
That he was so convinced that he was going to. But now he's going to film me. So yeah, that's going to be really exciting for him. But like I was saying, my family is really close. We used to take family trips, and we did Egypt like my freshman year of college. That was pretty cool. That was like my first time really going far overseas and traveling overseas by myself. Yeah, I actually had a really bad experience. So I had to learn some hard travel lessons that you just gotta take them on the chin. And you learn from them and keep moving just because you're not like at home.
Okay, so what's your craziest one? You go first.
Okay. So we can start off with this first one of me going to see my mom my freshman year. So I'm probably like 18 at the time. She told me to bring some cash. So I went to ATM, pulled out some cash. I had like a big wad of cash, like 20s, just kind of like bankrolled in my pocket. Okay. I had a layover in Turkey. And that's why till this day,
You ain't going.
I do not like Turkey. And I don't care what nobody has to say.
Tell us the story.
Okay, so I fly over, I get to Turkey. My flight gets delayed, so I'm in Turkey for like a really long time. And they put me in a hotel. Okay, cool. I'm in a hotel. I would just say that's one thing about Turkish Airlines is if you miss your flight because of them, they will put you in a hotel.
Okay.
You know, but that thing might be 30 minutes, 45 minutes from the airport, and you get snowed in and now you can't leave. Like, I've had that happen to me in Turkey before. But this time in particular, I got stuck at a hotel, put me in a hotel. I'm like, okay, cool, long layover. This is a free ticket to go out. So I've always like been super adventurous. Like once I started traveling, I'm gonna walk out that hotel, look left, look right, and like pick a direction and go. And so I got a taxi, I went downtown, and everything was cool. Like people were very hospitable, invited me into their shops, wanted to have tea, wanted to ask where I'm from. And mind you, I'm looking super American. So that's like lesson one I've learned, okay? Kind of dress where you are. I had on a red Houston hat, some skinny jeans with holes in them, some red blazers, a Metallica shirt, and a bomber jacket.
No way.
That's what I was wearing. Hey, American, like just screaming American like crazy, okay? So, I'm downtown. Some guy walks up, offers to give me a tour. So I'm like, okay, cool, give me a tour. Takes me to a mosque, boom, 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 snaps you up some pictures, takes me to a restaurant that's like upstairs, really cool, everything's nice. At this point, I'm like, okay, like, you know, Istanbul downtown. So I'm like, oh, like, this is nice, this is pretty. People are friendly, they're taking me around, I'm having tea. And then it was time to leave, okay? So, walking back to where the taxi dropped me off in the first place. All right, so I get in the taxi.
Okay.
And we drive maybe 2 minutes and he picks up somebody else in the front seat. Now, mind you, I've had a car since I was 16, so I really don't know nothing about public transportation. Honestly, even to this day, I'm not gonna lie, I try to avoid it. I will rent a car and drive myself before like trying to go on public transportation and trying to figure out like a train or something.
Okay. I'll hold judgment.
Hey, whatever.
I'll hold my judgment.
Whatever. I want to go when I want to go, when I want to go. So, anyways.
Someone hops in the car.
Another guy hops in the front seat. So I don't know nothing about taxis. I'm like, okay, like this is new. Like I ain't never seen this happen in the movies. You feel me?
But maybe this is a part that
I don't know if he's co-driver, co-pilot. Hey, what's going on? It was odd to me, you know. So the guy hops in the front seat. This is my first time going overseas like by myself. So I'm like 18 or 19. I don't really know what's going on. I got this pocket full of money. And I'm trying to just get back to my hotel.
Yeah.
So I would say like it took about an hour to get there. Not like 30 to 45 minutes to get there the first time.
Yeah.
But the taxi got called by my hotel. So this wild, like, I'm gonna call it a wild taxi. This shit was wild. See, I don't know where it came from, but it came from nowhere.
This was a different one.
This is a wild taxi.
Okay.
I don't nobody recommend this one, but it was here. So anyways, we driving. And these are like things I know now, like his meter wasn't on. So like that was like my experience with it. But we're driving, it's taking a long time. Then he tells me like maybe 20 minutes in, he tells me some road is closed. So we gotta go like way around town or something. So I'm like, okay, like, in my mind it's gonna be like a little bit more money or something. Like it can't be too much.
Yeah.
So we're driving. Probably about an hour goes by, and he stops on the highway. And it's like, okay, you pay now. When I say like on the highway, I mean like,
you can't even get out.
like traffic is like going, yeah. Traffic is going this way and traffic is going on this way.
Yeah.
And he just stopped and like, okay, you pay now. So I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on, you know? So I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna argue. He got this weird guy in the front, and I ain't gonna lie, my first thought was like, I should just punch this guy. But then I was like, let me not go to jail in Turkey.
Yeah.
Like for just assaulting the taxi guy, you know, like crazy, you're American, a taxi like that. That's gonna be the story.
Yes.
And then he had this guy here too, so I'm finna have to like hit him with a right hand and then get this guy. That I've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be safe, avoid violence.
Yeah,
always,
yeah, for sure.
Always avoid
Yeah.
violence.
Yeah.
Woosah. So I kindly pulled out the water cash I had in my pocket. And
What?
I tried to keep it at the
Okay, you tried.
And so I gave him a little bit more than what I paid to get down. So I paid to get there for like maybe $20. And so I gave him like 40. Okay, boom, gave him the $40. He was like, more. Mind you, I don't got nothing but 20s.
What?
I don't got nothing but 20s.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm convincing myself, okay, this was kind of like a long ride.
Maybe he's right.
Yeah, you know.
Bro.
Yeah. He said more.
No, so
I
you
said-
gave it to him? You gave him 1, you gave him 60.
So at this point, we
had 60.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
And 60, I'm like,
this should be more than
this
that.
guy's eating good on $60 today. He ain't driving no more for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
$60 in Turkey. Okay, so after he says more again, no, you trying to get me. You trying to get me. Right? I'm like, show me on the phone. How much is it? You ain't finna just keep telling me more. Like, you ain't finna just do me like that.
Wait. So this was about to, he was about to get 80.
He was about to
was
extort
trying to
me.
get-
I'm in the middle
He
of
was
an
trying to
extortion. He was gonna get maximum amount. So show me on the phone. Okay, so boom, my phone was there too. That's like another part of the story. My phone was there, so I don't know how much money I'm really giving him in Turkey, like in Turkish lira. But I gotta get back to my hotel. Like I got a flight I gotta catch. You know what I'm saying? So I say, show me the phone, like in the calculator. How much is it? This dude here pulls out his phone, goes to the call, like how you call somebody, the dial.
And dial numbers?
Random ass number, like 3,000 or something. Just showed it to me. I took that shit. I said, hell no. I'm freaking out, you know, so I'm freaking out. I'm trying to keep my cool with it, just like, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. So, he says more. Mind you, we're still in the highway. So like, this ain't no real just you get out, boom, boom. You just,
Yeah. You gotta get home. So
80.
So this is at 80 now? Okay. He said
100.
more again?
He said more. Don't know. I really don't know what to do. I'm just a young boy. Hey, I'm just a young boy. I don't know what's really going. I know what's going on, but at the same time, like it's winter time. I'm in the middle of the highway. This is my first time I'm actually by myself. What is really going on? And why me right now?
Why?
So I try to hit the door. To hit the gas.
You try to get out?
I was gonna jump. I was gonna jump, sure. It's funny now at the time.
I'm
like,
sorry, what?
He would park. So I said, I'm finna just.
On the side of the highway.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make a run for it.
Okay.
As soon as I click the door, he hit the gas. Now we're disturbing traffic. People going around us.
People beeping?
Yeah, they beep anyway. Them people can't drive.
beeping?
Everybody
They
beeping all the time. So I ended up coming off $200. Long story short, 200 USD.
And you paid 20 to get there. Damn.
he didn't drop me off at my hotel. He dropped me off in the highway. The car didn't keep going after I gave him the money. It was time for me to get out. He dropped me off in the middle of the highway. I still had to find my way home. Find my way back to the hotel.
How did you?
My phone is dead.
How did you find your way back?
My phone is dead. I went store to store.
Oh, so it wasn't nighttime.
It was like afternoon.
Oh, see, that's your saving grace.
For sure.
Because if it was night, that would. I'm picturing this happening at night.
No.
The light has been turned on.
So it's this like happening in like middle of the day.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm going store to store. I had to go to like 3 different stores before I found somebody that even spoke English. Okay. 4th store.
With your bubble coat.
I didn't even have a bubble coat. It was
your bomber jacket.
my bomber jacket.
Your bomber
so
jacket.
I'm freezing too.
Yeah, you are.
Big ass hole in the thigh.
Skinny jeans.
I was one of them.
Skinny jeans.
That was a style at the time, man. Skinny jeans with a big old hole.
In Turkey. I know they was looking at your ass like,
cha-ching, cha-ching.
Get him out
They
of
eyes
here.
got big.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. So I went to like a few different stores. Finally came somebody that spoke English, explained to him where my hotel was.
Yeah.
I was like 4 blocks from my hotel.
Wow.
So now I'm just like walking
So you just
in the
walked
snow.
It's snowing?
Yeah.
That's a critical detail.
Yeah, towards the end. So now I'm just walking back on. Can't read none of the signs. Alright, 1 street, 2 street. But yeah, I eventually made it back. I did make my flight.
Of course not.
To go see my mom. I did make it.
Oh, you did?
I made it.
Oh,
I made it.
nice.
I was salty about it. Mom, they got me.
Get out of here.
Mom, they got me. I'm sorry, because it's her money. It's my mama money. Mom, I'm so sorry they got me in the taxi.
I had to
explain the story to her. I'm just trying to get, but that's one of my crazier travel stories.
That's so interesting.
Was
I feel like my crazy, I have many, but I can't really remember right now because I feel like I'm kind of on the spot.
okay. Is it something that happened at an airport, maybe?
Yes. No. So that's the one I'm going to tell you about. My craziest one that I can remember happened last year.
Okay.
My passport got stolen in Brazil.
What?
In Brazil. Sao Paulo.
How?
Okay, so.
I've been seeing that on TikTok.
Yes.
People be like, you'll leave your stuff in your hotel and it's not there when you get back.
And I mean, mine, I didn't even make it that far. I feel like once I tell a story, people are going to be like, you idiot. But I was not aware of their game.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of their game.
Put me down.
And basically what happened was I was going to Bahia. And to get to Bahia, you have to travel through Sao Paulo. I was coming from New York.
Okay.
So I had a layover in Sao Paulo. And then after like 1 hour or something like that, my flight to Bahia, Salvador. But my flight was a little...
Solo.
I'm traveling solo, but I'm meeting this is a work trip, by the way.
Okay.
So that's also context. So everything is heightened.
Yeah.
Everything is heightened.
You're the
Things
first
need to
day.
go a certain way.
Mhm.
I'm responsible for a lot of what the people on the trip are going to be doing. So it's just like it's a work trip, right? But it's my first time in Brazil. I'm so excited.
You gotta enjoy it.
And I gotta enjoy it as well. So I get to South.
I just want to let you know I'm not staying in the hotel. If my work sent me to Brazil.
Yeah,
I'm about to go see. I'm going to go see something. So
I arrive at the airport, Sao Paulo. Flights were delayed from New York. I end up getting there late and I missed my flight. I'm like because basically they make you uncheck your bags and then recheck them. So you have
to walk around with your
bag. So I have to uncheck I have to get my bags from baggage claim and then go recheck in and check those bags so that they can go to Bahia.
You just added
it's already exactly
15 minutes in the airport.
And I only have like an hour. And in Sao Paulo, which of course is my first time in Brazil, it's quite big. Like I think Sao Paulo is like the like business capital of Brazil.
Okay.
So like it's just like massive. The city's massive. The airport is big. And I feel like, even as somebody who travels, when you don't know the language, you can typically still get around because there's like arrows or something. You know, like there's
A lot of
something
stuff
that
is
you
in
can.
English too.
A lot of
though.
stuff is in English as well. Not that I need everything to be in English. I know it's not all about us, but I'm just saying
That'll put you over.
there are other airports that might not have English and you can still navigate it pretty okay. I found Sao Paulo to be a little bit challenging, which I don't really have that issue. Man, I went to get my bags. I go downstairs to the airline. What's the airline? Was the airline? I can't remember, but I'm gonna find the name of it because y'all shouldn't fly with them.
Okay.
I go downstairs and I recheck in. It's a long, as you would imagine, many people have to do this. It's a long line. I finally make my way to the front, and it's the flight agents, like they're checking people in. It's all women and one guy.
Yeah.
I go to this young guy. He takes my bags. He's helping me. He's like, it's no problem. I'll put you on this one. Da da da. Everything's so easy. Da da da. I had to reprint your ticket. Da da da. I'm giving him all this stuff. We're going back and forth. I have and the only thing I'm taking with me is my like carry-on.
Yeah.
I don't even have like a rolly carry-on. So I just have my bag, and he rechecks my bag. He rechecks my luggage, and
so your passport.
He gives me my ticket, and I just walk away.
So you leave your passport at the desk.
I leave my passport at the desk.
Okay.
But in this moment, in my defense, I was very flustered, right? Like
I didn't call you.
Now I'm flustered. I done missed my flight. I gotta tell my boss. Now I only have this, so now I'm just like, I just need to go. You know. I walk out of this area. I go upstairs. Not 5-10 minutes. I look down in my bag and I'm like, hold on. Where's my passport? It must be. I'm like, I obviously left it at the desk. I'm surprised they didn't call me. Let me run back down there and get it. It's only been 10 minutes. Like, I go downstairs. He ain't nowhere to be found. It's like he never even existed. It was like an episode of Black Mirror.
That's crazy.
Where it's like I'm the only one who went through it because I started asking.
Does this guy even work here?
I start asking the other ladies now that are the other agents.
And they don't know.
They're like, oh, we don't know.
And you said that it's a language.
I'm like, so I pull out Google Translate.
Yeah. We're so straight.
I mean, we getting straight to it. I'm asking questions. They're like, oh, we don't know. I'm like, no, y'all need to call him. Y'all saw him take my thing. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. They're like, and I'm not even like getting loud yet. I'm like, you need to call him. Yeah. So then I see one of the girls, she takes out her phone. She does something. And then she puts her phone up to me and she's like, he said he don't have it. I said, wait. 5 minutes ago, y'all didn't speak English. And y'all don't know. But now he said he don't have it. So you did call him. I said, mind you, it's like 7 a.m. in the morning. It's very early in the morning. So I'm not thinking that someone's shift is about to be over.
Right.
So I'm like, is he not at work anymore? Everyone is just like, they don't know. They're like, just go to the police station. So it's a police station in the airport. And I feel like, again, I've never gotten in trouble in an airport in all my years of traveling. So I actually didn't even know this. To me, it was like, actually like, oh, wow.
Had you got your new flight by then?
I had already got my new flight by then.
And you had to go backwards.
Yeah, but no, I hadn't gotten on the flight because I didn't have to check in yet. Okay. I had a little bit of time. I think the flight was maybe like 2 or 3 hours away. Okay. But he took it 10 minutes into me knowing that I was getting on this flight. So I end up going to the police station. I tell them what happened. This guy, he just looking at it like.
At the police station?
At the police station.
So it's at the police station?
It's inside the airport. So there's like a citizens police station and then like a federal one or something like that. So first they sent me to different ones. Then I get back up. The guy, he looking at the paper like, your passport, huh? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do. This is a work trip. What am I gonna do? And he's like, don't worry.
Is that car?
No, not yet. Not yet. Don't worry. He like, don't worry. Even if you don't find your passport today, you could still go to your final destination as long as you have a police report that says that you lost your passport.
It's good to know.
I'm like, what? Yes, that is good to know. They'll always let you go to your final destination, but he said you won't be able to come back home. You'll have to go to the embassy and apply for an emergency passport when you get there.
Yeah.
So, and of course, I've never had to do anything like that before. So that was a whole experience in and of itself. But basically, he was like, sit down. He sat me down. He calls himself going to the airport looking for my passport. Was on for an hour. You think they found that damn passport?
Not at all.
They ain't find that passport, and I don't think
crazy.
they found that boy. And so, of course,
there?
I think he worked
Did he
there.
really work there?
I think he worked there.
Can you
But
that's crazy that somebody who worked there would like take.
So that's the thing. I feel like once I got to Bahia and I started talking to like other Brazilian people, I started talking to like a lot of the people that I was traveling with who were from African countries, and they were like, "Oh no, that's common. It's quite common that like you got to keep your eyes on your shit because somebody will get your passport and they could use it."
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, it's my picture. It's my picture. You can't use my passport. What they gonna do?
Man.
They're like, no.
They gonna get your picture scraped off.
They were like, they don't even, one person who's from Brazil was like, they don't even necessarily need to change your picture. Like, you look like you could be a black Brazilian girl. If they find somebody who look a little bit similar to you, they could use that passport. I was like, what? But then, so I feel like I got there on Labor Day. Okay. And I couldn't go to the embassy, of course, because it's Labor Day. Holiday. So then I had to go on Tuesday. And I was just like, and my flight was on Saturday. So I had to like Russian roulette, like, can I get this?
Going straight to the embassy.
But they ended up giving it back to me. They got it to me on Friday. So I made it. But it was really sad because that passport was like, I had so many. Yeah, that was my second passport. Oh, so okay. And it was like filling up.
Hey, hold on. That's a flex within itself. That's a flex within itself. A second passport. I just now got my second passport. Yeah, I almost got jammed up at the airport showing up with the passport.
The old one.
Yeah. No, not with the old one, but my old one being 6 months. You know, you got to change your passport within 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, some countries won't let you travel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, also, don't travel with your old passports.
Yeah, also don't.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. So, yeah, that was my craziest travel story. At least one that I can think of.
Is there a cultural adaptation coming here? Even though you're still coming around like black people, but you know, like obviously South Africa.
Yeah.
So, would you say about adapting? It hasn't been easy.
Yeah, that's a good question. There is some, of course, like, it's not my culture, so I do have to adapt in some ways.
Right.
All of those words to say is, like, you can't walk up to someone and be like, excuse me, can you show me where the blah, blah, blah is? Because in my mind, saying, excuse me, that's proper, that's manners, right? Yeah. But to them, to not start off by saying, hi, how are you? And then getting into your spiel or your question, that is like, so it's rude, and people will stop you in your tracks. You're like, excuse me, can you show me where the bathroom is? Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
And then you finish, right?
Yeah.
So exactly, get some manners going on around here. But it's so funny because I feel like I've been here for such a long time, so now I've gotten used to that, right? So fast forward to imagine my surprise. I'm home last year, summertime.
Yeah.
I call a doctor's office to like make an appointment. The woman answers the phone. She's like, hello. I'm like, hi, how are you? She's like, what? Like you could tell she was just kind of like, yeah, what's up? You know, like, get to it. What do you want? Because I think in her mind, she's like, am I expected to actually tell you how I am?
Yeah.
And I feel like even here, you're not always really expected to tell people how you are. It's really a formality and like a sign of respect, I think. So I think that's something that's interesting that I've adapted
Doha
to.
Too.
Really? Okay, yeah. Cool.
Doha is very much of the like tea and coffee culture.
Yeah.
So before we talk any business, like let's shit down. How's your wife? How's your kids? You know, that's how Doha is. It's one similar culture.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's one of the cultural things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so my question about Doha. I just want to get straight to it.
Yeah.
I hear a lot about Doha would be considered the Middle East.
Doha is 100% the Middle East.
Okay, and I guess my real question is like, Doha is, or Qatar is like next to UAE.
Yeah, Qatar is a peninsula that's connected to Saudi Arabia. And if you keep going down the coast, you'll end up at the UAE. So Abu Dhabi.
Got it. Okay.
So that the GCC, like the Gulf Coast countries, I believe.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so they're all in the same area, Bahrain too.
Got it. And I think I have a specific idea based on what I hear people say and based on people that I see live there, about like what it's like to exist in these countries. So, for example, like I've been to the UAE, I've been to Abu Dhabi, and I've been to Dubai, but I just visited for a short period, right?
Yeah. So,
but I am thinking, okay, so the idea that I have is how restrictive it is and how significant and how serious punishment is if you deviate at all minimally. Like if you have a shoulder out.
Nah, it's not.
Like if you got if you show a little leg,
I get what you're saying.
And so I just want to bring this back to old girl who was in, where was the lady? Dubai, the one who was like, respect to the. What did
I
she
think
say?
she was in Iraq at first, or
Oh, was she?
And yeah.
Okay, then
I think, or Pakistan maybe.
Pakistan.
I think she was in Pakistan.
Okay, never mind.
And then
she went to Dubai. Okay, yes.
She got held in Dubai.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those were two very different reactions to that woman in their country. Dubai was like, oh, nah, we're not even trying to hear all that. So my question to you is it as restrictive as you would think? Like, you step out of line one little way.
Are you talking about Doha specifically, or
Doha specifically?
Okay, I can speak on all of them. Like, like I've lived in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
I've spent a lot of time in Dubai.
Okay.
A lot of people go to Dubai obviously for like tourism, though. Like,
yeah.
In a lot of people's opinion, I think like Dubai is a little bit more like westernized, like a little bit more lenient. Like some people compare Dubai to like Miami.
Yes. So it definitely gives that.
Yeah, so if you're on the beach and stuff, obviously like in Dubai even, you don't go to the mall in a swimsuit.
Right. But you wouldn't really do that anywhere, right?
Anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do kind of have to be like respectful in Doha specifically. It's not restrictive in like
will I go to jail if I get caught?
You can wear shorts. Like a woman can wear shorts.
Okay.
Obviously, you're not going into any mosque wearing shorts.
Right.
And like, it's a lot of mosques. So some people are like tourists and they want to go see mosques and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you're doing something like that, like obviously you need to go dressed appropriately.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to like a grand mosque or something like that.
Right.
But you're every day like in the mall. Doha has a lot of expats, so they're not exactly expecting everybody to completely conform to like the Arab culture.
And I think this is so wild. What is the percentage of Qatari people in Qatar or in Doha?
So it's like 13%.
Of all the people that live in that town or in that city, it's only 13%.
Only like 13% is actually
are
Qatar.
people.
So everybody else.
So everyone's from everywhere else.
Ireland, America, London, Pakistan, India, Nepal.
Yeah.
So it's very diverse.
Interesting.
Which kind of goes into like something for me is, even though I live in a different country, I don't feel like so much like a outsider or like a foreigner, because everybody's a foreigner around.
So it makes sense.
Would you say you feel like you're a foreigner here when you go out in public? Like, can people like tell you're American? Do you feel?
When I talk.
Yeah.
When I talk, and even low key, some South Africans be still thinking I'm South African and that I'm like faking an accent, which I think is so funny, and I'll be so hyped, like yes, but because apparently I guess some people do that, but some people can tell, obviously.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about South Africa is, even though I feel like, I probably am part of a small percentage of people. So I will be a minority here. But for me, of course, I feel like it's a predominantly black country. But then on top of that, I think what's really cool is like, it's also quite diverse because there's so many like all of the black people here are from all over.
Right.
Like the black people here are from all
All
over the
over
continent.
Africa. Okay,
yeah. So it's like, you know, I think Johannesburg is like, or South Africa in general is like a good place for opportunity when you're coming from like East Africa, Southern Africa, West Africa even.
Okay.
So I feel like we're kind of all, but I am other, you know, they'll be, it's very quick. You're not African, which is, you know, that's another conversation. But, you know, for the most part, I still feel pretty like
You feel
welcome,
okay.
you know,
You feel
like my
you-
girlfriends are
okay.
from like Nigeria, Botswana, South Africa, you know, and I'm just an American. So I'm a little different from all of them, but they all different from each other. We're all different from each other. So I think it's cool.
One thing I would say is interesting about some of the GCC countries is depending on what country you're from, your pay scale will like depend on that.
Really?
So like even if you're a teacher, if you're an American teacher versus like a South African teacher or versus like an Irish teacher, like you might get paid differently or higher.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not about where you are, it's about
Where your passport is. Yeah. That's one of like crazy facts about that.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a caste system.
Yeah. Wow.
You've learned about for people to move overseas or maybe to South Africa since you've been here.
I'm gonna just talk and then I'll tell you if I don't want to end there, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, of course, there is like the traditional way to do it, which is like, or the proper way to do it by getting a job here, which I feel like, I don't know how hard that is, but basically getting a job here, like working for a South African country, or you could land yourself within an American country, a company that has offices here and you can transfer here, which is what I did. And then basically, of course, you can get married to someone who is a South African citizen. And I mean, I'm sure there may be other ways. Like if you're a volunteer, I know I used to be on a volunteer visa because of the kind of organization that I worked for.
Right.
So there's actually like a ton of different types of
a nonprofit as well, right?
Yeah. So I think there are like a ton of different types of visas, but what I would say is the most common thing that I find that is happening these days is that people are basically just coming like on a visitor's visa, which is like their 90-day visa. They stay for 90 days, they leave the country, they come back in.
A border road.
Yeah, basically.
I know about border road.
Which I feel like
anybody who live overseas, I know about a border road.
And I feel like when I moved here like 5 years ago, people who had been here for 10 years were like, yeah, that's how I do it. I'm like, what? That's insane. That's insane. But also, I think like many other countries, which, you know, I know it's very controversial, but I think like many other countries, South Africa is developing a digital nomad visa.
Okay.
And so basically, I think that gives you like 6 months to a year for you to like live and work in South Africa and like you're good from a visa status standpoint. And that actually might be even more than a year, but I'm not sure. But what I know for sure is like from 6 months to 1 year. So those are the main ways. I'm not necessarily thinking about like specifically just work. It's more so just like how can you like legally be in the country. So yeah, but actually, could I just like move to Doha?
No.
Really?
No.
You can't.
You can come visit. Obviously, you have a American passport, right?
Yeah.
There's like 0 to below 0, not below 0, but like below 1% percentage of homelessness. So
they gotta make sure
you almost have to have your coming date and leaving date when you leave.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the airport.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask you where you're staying at.
Yeah.
Because they don't want people just coming and just staying.
Yeah.
And so like that was a big thing during the World Cup. They kind of got that process straightened out. Cause they had that. So Doha had the World Cup a couple of years ago, and so we had people coming from all over the world: Argentina, Colombia, India. That's just like literally the whole world came. Yeah. So it was really cool for the country to like put themselves on the map. It's open and go. Yeah. So kind of go back to you talking about like the restriction stuff earlier. Yeah. It's not so restrictive because they are getting to a point where they're trying to open it up the borders. But yeah, no, you can't just come and just plop down and start
doing stuff.
You need to you can come get a 30-day, I believe.
Okay.
And then obviously you could do like a border run.
Yeah.
But
if you can't be doing it all the time.
Yeah, they're gonna stop you.
Yeah.
And if you want to stay long term, you have to get like a work visa.
Okay.
Get somebody to sponsor you.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're moving forward, even with like business. They're I think moving to where you don't have to have a Qatari to like own businesses as a foreigner too. So they're opening it up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm sure this is what everyone's been waiting for. Dating in Doha.
Okay.
Talk to us about this.
Dating in Doha is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm seeing someone.
Okay. And you guys met in Doha?
Yeah.
Okay. First question. I think for this segment we should just do like rapid fire.
Okay.
Dating apps in Doha. Yeah? Most popular one?
Probably like maybe like Bumble.
Okay.
And like Tinder.
Okay. Dang, everyone still uses Tinder.
Yeah, I think Hinge is blocked now.
Is it?
In Doha.
Maybe that means I shouldn't be using it.
I don't know.
Around these parts. Okay. Dating as a black person. Like, what's the population like? Like, are a lot of the expats black? Or is it like, nah, you need to be open?
No, so I think...
Do you see a lot of couples from the expat community because of that?
I would say, in general, Doha is very transient.
Yeah.
So, like, nobody's really taking, like, dating like that serious, honestly.
Okay.
Because they're probably just there for, like, a couple years and then they go back to where they came from.
Got you.
So, yeah, so, like, and everybody kind of knows that. Like, people come and go from Doha all the time.
Okay.
Nobody's just truly from there.
Got it.
So, but as a black person though, it's a huge like black expat community. Okay. It's a lot of like contractors.
Black Americans or like black from around the world?
Black American contractors.
Okay.
There's a lot of black people in general.
Okay.
But they probably do like construction or something like that. Or like they're like security. It's kind of interesting to see the dynamics of people from certain countries like working certain jobs. You see that a lot.
Yeah. Which I feel like is common in most places.
Yeah. So, but dating wise, yeah, I think it's quite difficult though, cause like also Doha is like you come, you have your fun. People come. I think sometimes like try to reinvent themselves. So like, I think that happens everywhere though.
Yeah.
When you live in like the expat community, people like reinvent themselves. It's also good to like change,
Yeah.
But sometimes people be a character. That's for sure. People can be a character.
Fair.
Is there a big black American black expat community here?
That's a good question. I feel like again, when I first moved here, absolutely not. In the last like year or two, I would say, maybe year and a half, maybe 2 years, I feel like the black expat community in Johannesburg is growing. More black Brits as well. Okay. But again, I feel like there's this conversation like the girl in the bathroom, right? Like, I know that sounds crazy for people who might not know what we're talking about. We're like the girl in the bathroom.
We gotta get a backstory on that one.
You can't just
you can't just scroll over that one.
Sorry about that. No, you tell it. I feel like you should tell it.
I should tell it.
Should I tell it?
I'll tell it.
Yeah, tell it.
I'll tell it because I'm gonna tell it. Okay. So what is this? Is this Timbo?
No, this was Saint.
Saint. So we had this club called Saint, right? We walking in, having a good time. You know, I'm a piano, getting the moves in, boom. Gotta go to the bathroom. We go to the bathroom and it's a line. First of all, so I have never. Why?
Okay, yeah.
Why?
He was very
are the stalls
confused.
not gender specific? They don't have gender specific bathrooms here. Like if you go in the back, it would just be a hallway, bathrooms on both sides, and you just wait your turn.
Most places do have gender specific bathrooms. It's just Saint that doesn't. Because they have like the little closed in thing. It's great, actually. I love it.
I don't know.
But he was thrown off. He was like, so I'm supposed to go to this bathroom too? I'm like, yeah,
I'm about to go to the bathroom. And they tell me to hold on. And it's two women staying here. I'm thinking, I'm looking at myself like, I know how I identify.
So yeah, anyways. Go ahead.
Anyway, we in the line.
Talking smack.
Yeah. This girl just turn around. We minding our business. She just turned around. You know, the problem with you Americans, I can't even do the accent. But she was like y'all just running up the price. Y'all are just running up the price. Well shit, excuse the hell out of me. I don't even live here. Like, I'm here to visit though.
Yeah.
You were shocked?
I think we both were in shock. That's never happened to me before.
I'll take mine at home. How about that?
Since I've been living in SA, that had happened to me before. But yeah, it's kind of getting at that like
it's like tension?
That tension. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think so. Here's the thing: it's tension if you pay attention, right? And if you are aware, if you are aware of what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
And right now, what's happening? I think mostly you read about it in Cape Town about how like so many people from the West are moving there.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is like, these people from the West are moving to Cape Town and buying property and renting apartments. And I feel like the percentage of Black Westerners that are doing that, it's not that big.
That's
and also, it's been happening. Not to say that this is good or bad. I'm just saying like, that is where that context is coming from, right? But I feel like just the accent alone can trigger somebody, and it's like, nah, here go more you fucking Westerners, which I feel like I totally understand. But I think what's funny, pause.
You got your minute?
I think what's funny is that when she first talked to us, she was like, "Are you guys American?"
Yeah.
I thought that she was about to talk to us about the beef between South Africans and Black Americans. Like, I thought she was about to there was so many like things that she could have yelled at us about, you know? Like, I'm thinking like it's a Twitter, something that said on Twitter. Then I'm thinking it's the Zulu parade in New Orleans. I'm thinking that it could be so many things, but she went to like the economics of
the meat.
Living in her country and the meat. Like, she went straight there, which again, respect. But saying all that to say, that's the first time that's happened to me, and I think that is reflective of so many people. Like, you're starting to see more and more Black Americans, you know? And I think that's a clear, like the fact that that's never happened to me before and then it happened today, it's like, that really confirmed for me, like, oh, I'm not just seeing a bunch of like YouTube videos of Black Americans in SA. It's like no, people are actually here. South Africans are actually experiencing it, you know?
Okay. With that happening, I have to ask, would you recommend Black Americans to move here to feel comfortable?
That's a good
Do you
question.
step off from that?
I don't know. I feel like even myself personally, I'm trying to figure out how I feel about it, and if, I feel like I need to leave ASAP. Because I know that like there is some.
You're saying you feel like you need to leave.
Yeah, like if I need to leave and I need to like, not put my hat down in this country for so long, because I am a Westerner who's paying in dollars, right?
Okay.
But then it's also kind of like, I've spoken to other South Africans and
they're welcome.
They're like more welcoming. They're like, now we actually need the tourism. We actually need, stimulate the economy, blah, 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 So I feel like I totally understand both sides, and it's something I'm trying to figure out. I personally still feel like you could come here and create a really cool life. And even if that life is a very short span for like 3 to 6 months, that's what I tell people. Like, just try South Africa for 3 to 6 months, because what's going to happen is, in my opinion, I feel likely what will happen is you'll stay here for 6 months, but you won't travel a lot. And I feel like you'll probably find somewhere else that you're like, maybe this is where I should be thinking, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that will close up.
Yeah, this was a really good conversation.